Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning about 8 a.m. I have a lot of weird lights on. I don't know if you can see behind me. So that's why I look insanely white. But it's better than not seeing me, I think. We have the torrential rains from Tropical Storm, or I don't know if they're calling it Hurricane Andrea, which is our first tropical storm this year, and we're getting a crazy amount of rain. This is the first tropical storm since Hurricane Sandy here, and a lot of people are freaking out. I feel like it's going to be the whole season and seasons to come because of flooding. It's kind of setting some people behind that are still working on their houses, and we're definitely going to get some flooding from this rain. We're supposed to get up to 4 inches in like a little over a day. So, it's really upsetting, I guess, just to have the news on. That's why I have the New York news on in the background. I don't know if you can see. But a lot of the people in Long Island and Staten Island and other places in Connecticut and such also are going through similar things. But I don't know. Hopefully we'll pull through. So I finished Sisters of Isis, or Isis. I don't know exactly how to say it. Book number 1, The Summoning by Lynne Ewing. She wrote Daughters of the Moon. And I'm just going to give you a little background before I talk about it. It says Mary, Sudi, and Delilah are 3 girls who live in Washington, D.C., but have little else in common, or so they think. When an ancient magic is revealed, so are their true identities as Sister of Isis. Sudi's thrilled when she finds a mysterious invitation in her locker. Only one person could have invited her to dinner at Sky Terrace, her not-so-secret crush, Scott. But when she shows up to meet him, things don't go as planned. Instead of Scott, she finds a strange guy named Adele with 2 girls she's never met before. Adele claims that Sudi and the other girls are the descendants of Egyptian pharaohs, powerful ancestors who have given them magical gifts and powers of transformation. At first, Sudi refuses to buy any of it, but when evil forces begin to threaten her world, she has no choice but to believe. This book was interesting. I like anything like this where they become descendants, or I'm sorry if it's really loud in the background, but I really don't want to redo this. I like anything like that, magic and stuff. This had an evil sense to it. At times it was a little bit much for me. This was good, but to me it wasn't phenomenal. But I do think it would be enjoyable for people that enjoy reading about witches and magic and shape-shifting and like Egyptian stuff. I like that about this. To me, this reads more, has a younger book. I'm not going to say middle grade, but I think it's on the lower end of young adult, like the teen, like 15, 16, 17. At times I feel like the characters act very, very immature. Which I don't mind. I'm just warning you that if you don't like reading a little bit younger teen kind of tone, maybe it was just the way she wrote it, then maybe you won't like this. But I got the other 3 books. What I'm going to do is I started reading last night, which if I wouldn't have got sleepy, I probably would have read so much of this. But I started reading Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. This is awesome. I only got 20 pages into it, but I'm telling you, like, I could have read last night. If the problem is, I don't start reading until I'm almost tired already, and I need to change this, because that's why I'm not reading as much as I really could, even though people are like, Jessica, you read how many books last month? But that's me squeezing them in during the day as I'm writing and taking breaks and sitting at the car place or sitting, at a doctor's office. So that's me really organizing my time. But overall, I'd give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's like in the B range, low B range. It's not bad. I'm curious to see where it's gonna go, but it does have a lot of elements, and I guess because I don't really understand Egyptian mythology, they give you a general description of, oh, this guy did this, and they talk about the history and such, but for whatever reason, my mind wasn't grabbing it. Maybe because I read this when I read a good part of it during the day, but towards the last, 70 pages I read last night, and I was just like, what just happened? And I would have to go back and reread, and this book doesn't have that many words on a page, so this shouldn't have taken me as long as it did, but in comparison to the book I started last night, which has an insane amount of words on a page, that's taken me forever. So, I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know. So, that's my weird random update slash review. My birthday's on Monday. I haven't put any book order. I mean, I really haven't thought of what I usually buy myself stuff. Maybe like $100 or less worth of stuff, whether it's clothes or beauty or books or whatever, eBay, whatever. I haven't bought myself anything, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel like my birthday. I don't know. I've been really in like a funk for a long time, and hopefully I'll get out of it some point this year. I don't know. So reading kind of gives me an escape, which I guess isn't entirely healthy because then I'm still in a funk. I'm happy, but everything isn't very settled in my life. There's a lot going on. I've mentioned some of it in these videos before, or a lot of it I haven't, but I don't know, I'm telling you guys this, but if I haven't acted like myself, I'm okay. It's just that there's a lot of like frustrating and stressful and other stuff going on that are out of my control. So I guess that's why I'm in a funk. I don't like being out of control of anything. I like being independent and control. I control my work. I control how much I do. I control if I hire someone. I control when I pay my bills. I control everything in my life. When I want to go to sleep. When I want to eat. And then the minute that there's things that I can't control, it's just my body just is like, what? But you like my sinus swelling? I just noticed. That one's not as bad. Yeah. It's 98% humidity because of the storm out, so my sinuses are completely swollen. But, so I'm going to read Born Wicked today. I don't have a lot of work yet, so I'm going to read right now with my cup of coffee. And I will talk to you guys later. Happy reading. Happy weekend if I don't talk to you. And stay dry. Bye.